We're so fortunate at Carroll to be in a community that cares about our athletic program. So to be able to share the day, the golf course, our coaches with our corporate sponsors, it truly is, it's a special day. The idea actually came from our coaches to have the opportunity to get out and spend some time with our corporate sponsors. So it was probably about a year ago when one of the coaches said, well, this would be a good idea to have a golf outing with our sponsors. So we planned this a while ago, but it was during a time where we couldn't have a gathering, and due to social distancing policies and guidelines we had to delay it. So fortunately things in Montana and within Helena and Lewis and Clark County have been headed in the right direction, so we're able to get a group together on the golf course and enjoy each other and continue to build that goodwill.
This is just kind of a thank you to the many sponsors that we have, corporate sponsors that we have that help us with everything that we do through athletics. So this is more of just our athletics department getting these guys together and just saying, you know, thank you for everything that you do for our student athletes and for Carroll Athletics.
Turned out to be a nice day though, wouldn't it?
It's beautiful.
It's been a strange spring. I mean, typically, you know, you get back from the national tournament, you have a couple weeks off, and then we're back in the weight room, and we have a couple weeks of practice left that we can use. And so this year it was tough to have our last really goodbye to tell the kids, hey, you know, we're not going to a national tournament, and you're probably going home to finish school. Was tough. We had so many kids that just hung around. I think it was just hard for them to imagine that it was really over. I think deep down a lot of them were waiting for that call back that, okay, you know, they're going to postpone it, we're going to play. And so, you know, we have 12 kids here right now all summer, and they're all working and they're working out together, and they're kind of getting back to some normalcy. So that's been really fun to see. I think they've really bonded through this. I think they really relied on each other to get through it. And you know, the time away from the court was tough, but I think their time together has been beneficial. We've already had some teams that have canceled and said, hey, we're not going to be able to come out in the preseason. Obviously the Canadian teams are a question mark whether the borders will open, and then just what travel will look like. You know, you see some of these, you know, they've already cut some games for volleyball and football, and I'm assuming probably the winter sports are going to see the same thing. So we're just kind of waiting to hear, and I mean, we're planning to have a season just like every other season we have. Our schedule's already full, and if we have to go back and make some changes, then we'll go that direction. But you know, as far as our mindset is, we're planning to prepare to play a full season, and kids' mindset is to do that. So until we're told differently, we're going to plan to have a great year.
I'm so glad that the NAIA came out with some sort of parameters and guidelines a lot earlier than the July 1st that they originally had talked about. So, you know, a week ago at least we found out when our student athletes can be back practicing, when their first games or contests would be. Now we just need to put a schedule together, and that'll happen this week. The conference, the Frontier Conference, has its summer meetings that begin tomorrow on Tuesday, and at that point we'll really be able to delve into what the schedules will look like. And I think by the end of the week we're going to be able to come out of this and have something that we can put to a calendar, and we can all start actually planning much more specifically than we have been.